Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Country Cuz here on the Lap Steel Guitar Lessons today. And I had a lot of people asking how to build a stand or whatever it is they need so they can stand up. Now, what I'm using right here is what they call an X. It's just a cross X keyboard stand. Now, and it's totally adjustable. You can set it up higher or lower. I've got, I had one of my keyboards on it, but I ended up getting a double stand, so I'm not using this one no more except for the lap steel guitar. It's easy to use and set up. Now, it does have some rubber on the ends, not on the middle, but if you want to put something to protect your lap steel, this old junk lap steel of mine, it don't matter much. But if I put my nice ones on here, what I would do is go down to one of your hardware stores and get some 3/4 pipe insulation. That's that black rubbery stuff. And it's got a thing with tape in it that you can take and split open to slide over a 3/4 pipe. Well, this keyboard's about a 3/4 pipe, so you can take that and put it over here to protect your guitar. That's what I would do if I was going to put my nicer guitars on it. Alright, to set it up, you want it. Remember, when you're sitting in your lap, you got your arms bent. You don't have them down like that, and you don't have them way up. You got them just about like this. Like, remember how it was when you shot your pistol from the hip? Right there? Well, that's what you want. So, with that being said, you can play the guitar, and I actually was doing that a while ago, but I'm not going to do it now. But I got my Telecaster out and played a little song here, but I had to had it set up where when I put my arm went right under my Telecaster's neck, and I could play. As you can see, I'm not having no problem playing it. Okay, so that's how simple it is to set it up on the stand. And we're talking about tools of what we're going to be needing and what we're using on the lap steel. So I just got through putting some guitar polish on it, and I recommend that and a rag, and I don't care what kind you use. You can get a can of Pledge. and clean them. Now, I did find this that somebody had actually given me years ago, and I just tried it out. I couldn't tell that it did any good, but I like the brand Dunlap 65, but it's called a string cleaner. I'm just bringing it over here where y'all can read it, but I use that, and when you unscrew the top, if you look, it's got a little cotton swab-like thing in it. I know there ain't much light in this corner, but you turn it upside down and shake it, and I can't tell it's getting damp, but I might leave the thing upside down a while. But, you know, if it's going to be a cleaner, I want it damp a little bit. But anyway, you put that on and rub it up and down your strings, supposed to clean them. Now, whether that's doing any good or not, I don't know. If you need new strings and your strings are dead, the best thing to do is go ahead and buy new strings and get it over with. Now, for some people out there, and I'm going to show you this. Now, if you cannot hold your bar, and I know of some people that can't, if you can't hold a bar, you can buy this, and I believe that's a Dunlap made, called a bottleneck slide. It's made to put on your finger like this to play slide guitar. But man, you can put it on one finger here or on that one and still have them dragging fingers down, and I'll demonstrate this. And it's just a glass slide, and you can go to Home Depot and find you a socket that'll fit your finger and do the same thing. I'm using that glass slide. And see, I can still do my get single notes with it. So, I'm not real good at it. I mean, if that was something you needed or had to have, you could use it, slide it over on your fingers, whichever one you want to. If you ain't got but one finger, use that one finger. And if you can't mute with your hand, like, don't worry about it, mute with your picking hand. See? Okay, so that'd be one of your tools in your toolbox, and of course, anybody with common sense will tell you you need a good tuner, and a good tuner for the lap steel is one of these chromatic tuners, a Cord or whatever brand, a Boss makes one. But see the hole in the back? I hope you can see it. I can't on the thing, but anyway, there's a hole back there. You can plug a 3/4, plug your lap steel into it and tune up. Nobody's gonna hear you. It'll silence, but you can still get in tune. But if you by yourself, I'm gonna turn it on. I'll see if it's on. Beep. Yeah. See, if you're by yourself, beep, you can use it and tune openly. Anytime you're going to play a guitar and a lap steel together, please tune them up both in 440 standard or whatever you tune them. Make sure they're together. That's another thing. Some people don't realize that these tuners can be tuned down a half a step or a short. You can tune this thing up to 440 or 2 something, I forget what it is, but anyway, one day I had the thing set wrong, and I tuned my guitar up and then tuned my lap steel, and they didn't sound right, and I realized one was at 440 and one was at 220 standard or something like that. And I had to push a little button on here that they got that's notation, and you'll get a book with it and it'll explain it. I didn't have a book, but I figured it out and all. And you can use any kind of picks you want on a lap steel. Finger picks is great. I don't use them because I got long fingernails and I play the guitar, and I use a flat piece between my thumb and my pointing finger, or my trigger fingers you might want to call it, and then the rest of the fingers are free to play, and I'll give you a demonstration of that to play either. Alright, this is going to be, we're going to do an A. That's raking the pick across. Now I'm going to pinch up with 2 fingers. I'm using my pinching fingers and my middle finger. Alright, now if I want to use 3 fingers to do a banjo roll, strum and pick, but that's the way I do it. However you do it is your choice, and whatever's comfortable to you is what I'd suggest you use. Get used to it. It don't matter if you're using a bird feather to pick with. Whatever you're comfortable with is fine and all. Also, I recommend to everybody to buy some 3-in-1 oil. You know what that is. Your grandma put it on your sewing machine. But put some on your nut, some on your bridge, your saddle, especially if they're adjustable. But don't put it in your electronics. Never do that. Nothing goes in your electronics. Oil is bad for your pots and your input. So don't use oil there. But put some oil on them tuners, folks. And that'll keep them lubricated, and you can keep them clean, and especially on the nut up here, put a little oil, or graphite's great. Graphite's a good thing too, but I like the oil because the graphite, it don't seem to last long. Now, I have had some car trouble with keys getting stuck, and put some graphite in that, and boom, it'd clear right up. But I'm sure spraying a little oil in there would be good too, but you can't turn a bottle of, can't spray a bottle of 3-in-1 oil, and I don't particularly use WD-40 on stuff like that, because WD-40 isn't a lubrication. It's a silicone base. Actually, it's made from fish oil, but WD-40 is a water displacement. Now, if you out in the country in your Jeep, and it's an old Jeep with points, condenser, and distributor cap on it, and you run through a big old puddle of water, and you start skipping and cutting out, dry that distributor cap off, spray that thing down with WD-40, and you won't have that problem no more. I know that from experience, folks. Also, you need a reverb pedal. Now, to get your guitar sounding, and I'm just doing guitar talk today, I hope y'all don't mind. To get your guitar, you know, everybody's got their own thing about humbucker pickups versus single coil pickup versus a P90. Alright? What that is, a single coil, from me playing this guitar, thinking, wow, that's a humbucker, because it sounds like a humbucker. But no, in reality, it's a single coil like a Fender back pickup. However, to get that humbucking sound, I've got my Behringer EQ pedal, and I crank the bass up on it, cut the high down, that's just reducing the high frequencies on it, and bring the middle up a hair. And I got that humbucking sound right there. Got my tone and my volume cut wide open. And if I want to get a spikier steel sound, all I gotta do is pull. I like to pull my bass down, not lower than equal, but as equal on there, because there's a line across there that's positive and a negative EQ. You can go either way. Right now I got my treble set on a negative EQ. Let me see if y'all can hear the difference. I'm just gonna cut my EQ pedal off. Hear it? You can hear it boost the bass. There you go. So, EQ pedal's a wonderful thing. It works on the guitar as well as on your lap steel. You can take that EQ on the Telecaster and make that Telecaster play around with it, and you can make it actually sound like a humbugging pickup in a Gibson Les Paul. Cool thing about the EQ, because all them pickups are tuned to different frequencies. EQ allows you to adjust all them frequencies. So there you have it. All right, so the tools that I use on my board now is, depending on what I'm playing, I've got different pedals set up. I've got a synthesizer pedal set up that's pretty cool right here. It's got voices in it. that's just one of the pedals. Then I've got and these pedal boards are behind me because normally I'm facing that way back here playing. And if I was in a band situation, they would be right down here under my feet and all. Now this is called a phaser. She sounds right. The next one is an overdrive. Song here to get copyrighted. Alright, so that's what the overdrive sounds like. The next one in line is a canyon pedal. It uses swells. I've got it set on a shimmer effect. So, and then the next one, of course, is the EQ pedal. Now, I do got a volume pedal. But it would be in front of me, not behind me, so I'm just leaving it wide open there. Now, the volume pedal got a couple of good uses besides volume swells or volume control. Let's say I'm fixing to unplug, I'm up here playing, and maybe I hadn't got my splitting box that I can split off two guitars to the same amp, or one guitar to 4 amps. It goes 4 times, so I can split off the signal that way. And I made that. That's a homemade tool I made. But anyway, you can take that volume pedal, kill the volume, and take your input jack out and change instrument without all that crazy noise that you normally hear, like wow, wow, bam. You know what I'm talking about. So, I'm going to leave it out because we about through with the video. But anyway, I want to thank each and every one of y'all for stopping by today just for a talk. Let me tell y'all something. We had this is the weather report kind of. We had a terrible storm come through here at 5:30 this morning and 5 o'clock. Woke me up. I jumped up and grabbed some coffee to watch the excitement, but I don't like that kind of excitement. But we had 55-mile-an-hour winds. It was howling. I mean, and then of course we was under a tornado watch at the same time, or warning, whichever one. Wasn't a tornado, but it was a likelihood of having one. They did have one north of us here, but we didn't have one that I know of. I don't know. I hadn't been outside yet. But rain. I'll tell you what, it rained so hard I looked out the window and I couldn't see the road out there, and we got a street light because there's a crossroad out there. We got a light out there, and I barely could see that light. It was raining so hard, but you know what? We got water in the yard, probably 2 or 3 inches, and of course it's receding now. But did y'all happen to see up there in Tennessee, Kentucky, in North Carolina area, or somewhere up in there in Virginia? They got feet of water, and it's getting worse. It's flooding. It's still raining up there. It looks like the water runoff from the last time the hurricane that went through there washed all the towns away. It's looking like they're getting the same thing again. So y'all keep them people in your prayers and thoughts. And if you live in one of them areas, please be safe out there and watch out for debris in the water. If you're going to get out and wade around, be careful, don't step on a nail or something. And also, when we get high water down here, we have rattlesnakes starting to move around because they're hunting higher ground. So y'all may have them critters too. I don't know. But anyway, y'all be careful, because down in Louisiana and Mississippi, when it floods, they not only have snakes come out, they have alligators every which way. They come into towns and all. I've seen it during hurricanes. But anyway, thank y'all. If you're not subscribed, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up if you like the video today. Just doing something different. Wanted to demonstrate how you could play standing up with a lap steel with no legs. There went my bar on my foot, like broke it. But anyway, your lap steel guitar is your X style keyboard stand. Is perfect. Now let me move this lap steel and I'll give you there went my pick, give you a demonstration. This thing right here. Now see, I can raise it if you're a tall person, but remember, you don't want to be reaching up far enough. I want to reach slightly down. So at about that height right there would be right for me. Because remember, shoot from the hip. And put your hand over it, and there's where you want to be. Shoot from the hip, right there. If you're up there, I'm shooting from the hip, I'm going to shoot over your head. I want to shoot perfect, boom, just like that. Okay, and I don't want it way down there because I don't want to shoot the ground. All right, so think of it when you're shooting, but you can fold these up, lock them, just like that. They don't weigh nothing. They light in the feather. I don't know if they cost very much now, but I think I'd give $20 for this one used. But you can go to Reverb or either go down there to Sweetwater and check them out. But don't get one of them square ones. Get this one, because you can fold it up, put it in your car, and take it with you. And you can also use this thing. You can get you a board and use it for ironing board. Put your board on top of it, iron your clothes. Or you can use it to do guitar repair or whatever. You know, it's a portable table just to hold the keyboard. Comes in handy. And it's a mighty handy thing to keep. You never know. You might want to be eating some dinner. Maybe you got a thorn on your hip. Your butt hurts. You want to eat standing up? Well, you can put a little tray on it, stand right there and eat. Who knows? A lot of stuff you can use a keyboard stand for besides a keyboard. I'm going to tell you that. Anyway, y'all have a great week, and I hope to see you later.